coach. It's going to look fantastic, Kelly.
Yeah.
We love it. All right, I love it. Now, we're going to check it out here. This is the moment. Our craft master, Tiffany Pratt, is right over here, and she is going to show us how to use lint and create it into artwork. I'll believe it when I see it. Thanks, baby. I'm good, sweetheart. How are you doing?
How are you?
Very good. So this is one we just showed earlier.
Yes.
Right? And you did this when you were how old?
In high school, I was 17. You said 18.
I said 18. Oh, my research was wrong.
So close.
But this is great. I think this is cool.
This actually took me a little bit longer.
Okay.
Because you have to. Sometimes you can go ahead and collect for months and find all the right colors because you have a desired piece, or you can just use gray.
Right.
Yeah.
And find black and white photos and work from that, which is what we're going to do today.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Are you guys worked up about rolling lint balls today?
I can't wait.
Because that's really what we're going to do. We're going to be rolling lint balls.
Let's get going on it.
Yeah.
So what do you do? What's your first step?
First step is go to the framing store and find, you know, those mountable frames that have the backing to them with little clips?
Yeah. Okay.
So nothing crazy, and it could be whatever size you want. So grab one of those. You have it here.
I got a little baby one.
And affix it to, like, so yeah, pick your picture.
Yeah. So
I like using things that are natural, and you want lots of sort of, I don't know, rocks are great.
I love the rocks.
Stephen, show the little sand dollar. What do you got here?
Oh, I got birch trees.
Yep, you got birch trees. And then we have a little finished sand dollar.
So this is an idea of what it can look like if you work in the grays.
Yes.
So you did one here. This is a sand dollar. Isn't that great, guys?
That's so cute.
So just like, don't stress yourself out, right?
Right.
You don't want to get stressed out.
I want everybody to see if they can guess. Stephen, you guessed what this one was, okay? Just take a look at that. Can you guys shout out what do you think that is? A skull. You got it right away.
Thank you.
I did that myself. No, I didn't. You know I didn't.
Oh, because you love skulls.
But Stephen loves skulls.
Yeah,
I
so
love
I wanted
skulls.
some, I wanted you guys to get excited, right? And Kevin, the floor director, said he didn't know what it was, so I was heartbroken.
But our executive producer, Susan, she knew what it was. She knew
right
what it
away,
was.
so that made me happy.
So, and half the audience knew.
Okay, so
All right, first step.
double-side tape gun. So
Okay.
pass it over.
Yep.
And we're just going to layer down, and we're going to tape it off.
Yep.
And so you can start building. So
Okay.
Yep, you can use that. You want to use a tape gun?
Yeah, it's easier.
Okay, so let's just do this. Or you can just use regular white glue, so it's not like it's going to take forever. Just throw it down, right?
Okay.
Okay, so put that down, and you can just
Brilliant.
lay it on top, or you can use white glue. So here's
White
your
glue.
little white glue.
Oh, and just spread it evenly
And look what
over?
I've done for you. Look what I've done for you. I've actually got you started, so you don't have to do one from scratch. You can finish one of these if you want.
Okay, that's not exactly what I'm
So
going to do. But let's
these
get
are
this.
other- yeah.
Let's clearly tell everybody. Let's show them. So now, do I take the white glue and do I put it over the entire thing,
You
or
can
just
start
in
like
areas?
a little corner. So
A
you
little
don't want to
corner.
necessarily fill the whole thing with white glue.
Right.
Yeah.
You want to just touch little pieces. Okay, so the other idea, guys, is that I've got all these pre-rolled, but it's sort of like, you know, Van Gogh, all those like little chunky brush strokes.
Yeah.
You're kind of doing that with the lint.
Okay.
So get a little bowl of water,
Okay.
and you want to dip your fingers in the water,
Okay. Dip
your
so
fingers in the
that
water.
you have a little bit of traction, and you just roll, 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 roll.
Roll. This is like
And
meditating. And
This
just
is
sit
just
here,
like, and you sit here.
roll.
Yeah. So you've got some.
Am I
I'm gonna
making
give you
logs or
some.
balls? What am I doing? Am I making balls
You're
or
making
logs?
balls.
Balls, logs.
You're making logs, hot dogs,
Hot
little
dog.
wieners, anything
Nice,
you want.
nice.
And
And then we just glue them down on the-
And just glue them down. And the fun thing too is then you start going crazy, right? So you're like, oh my god, I got white here, I got pink here. Like, look at this pink stuff.
Yes, I want to use pink in mine.
Oh my god, green. Look at the
Green?
greens over here.
Okay.
So you don't necessarily need to follow the rules.
Did
Who
you know what
cares if the
Stephen?
rocks are
Did you know what Stephen did for you personally? He
Tell-
went into the lint thing in the dryer and pulled out a whole bunch of lint. It was
did.
actually
Oh my
shocking
God.
how much was in there,
I
Stephen.
did last
You
night. I know.
You guys are not, you know what, this is Dirty Secrets actually.
There
This
you
is a
go.
Dirty Secrets craft project
Yeah.
because as you go through this lint, you find hair.
Oh gosh.
You find
Dog
things
hair,
that you
Yeah.
don't want to find. And let me tell you, I've been dealing with this in my living room and it gets up your nose.
Now the kids must love this.
So,
There
oh
you
my
go.
God, it gets
Lint
so get some
everywhere.
tissues and jam it up your nose when you're doing this project
Okay.
because it gets
Then
up there.
you will look a little
So how are
crazy.
you coming along?
This is great.
Yes.
But you know, it almost looks like needlepoint. You know,
It's
like
a
it
little
kind of
bizarre
has
when
that.
you start rolling it, what the colors do.
But look at
Yeah.
this, guys. I've only been working on this for a few seconds, and look how far along I am already. Look how beautiful that is.
Well
I
done,
decided-
Christopher.
I decided not to do the rocks. I'm going to go with this beautiful flower that I'm working on. And I like to do it in three-dimensional form. See, I just like to lift it off
I
just
don't
a
know
little
where
bit.
you get this stuff, honestly.
I am crazy talented.
That's why I love you. You know,
this is,
you know
I'm
that,
going to
right?
continue on
Okay,
this
so
one.
please
This
do.
was
So
beautiful.
white glue.
White glue. Oh, yes, white glue.
White glue. Okay.
White glue.
So,
Got it.
like I said before, you can play with the color, but also it's sort of take a step back.
Yeah.
You know, take a look at what it looks like when you're
Okay.
stepping back, because when it's up close, like
Yeah.
when I'm staring at this skull up close, I don't know it's a skull, but when you stand back, you're like, oh,
You're
that's
like,
a
And I
skull.
think, you know what, this makes a good, like, if you're like this and you're like looking at it, like, you know, and you're like really studying it, you look really serious. You know, you get right in
yes.
there.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know.
Did you guys know that dryer lint could be this fun?
No.
You know what? Amrita was on the show, and we did, what were they, fire starters with dryer lint.
Yeah.
Our Frugalista. So you know what? Who knew that dryer lint had so many
Okay, so I'm making
uses?
you all these little balls.
I didn't know.
Did you see I'm making you balls?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'm making
Isn't this
you balls.
fun, everybody? And who
you know
wants to go
what?
home now? Run home and get your dryer lints out, right? Yeah. Don't even wait for the rest of the show. Get up and leave, run, and get started.
Once we're done then, Tiffany,
Yes.
we do this, and then we put the glass back on.
Yeah, so that's actually an interesting little piece that I'm actually thinking about myself right now.
Okay, you're working
Is
on
that
something yourself
Well, you could actually not put glass on it, so you can just leave it free,
Yeah.
and it could look fabulous.
Yeah.
Or you can throw some glass down, and it will stay forever. Totally your choice.
But look,
clip her down, and it gives it a cool effect, right?
Well,
But I just did like some here, and these little the birch logs I think look pretty cool.
They look like birch logs.
You know, come on, they look
You
like birch
are a huge talent. You are adorable.
my
Thanks for being here. Thanks, darling.
Well
You're
done.
adorable.
Beautiful.
Thank you
I love
so
it.
much.
Thank you
All
for
right,
having
everybody,
me.
stick around because Good, Better, Best is coming up right after the break. I like my flower. I think it's working out really well. Look at that. Next, this is turn.